I wish I could say I had good news for you all, but today it's going to be one of those videos where you just sit your phone down, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let me explain everything that's going on. So in the last 2 or 3 months, since we've seen Take-Two's earnings, they lost $81 million in their last one. We talked about how this could be monumentally shifting for the 2K community, as many people, including me, feel like 2K doesn't listen to their community as much, and they're not trying to make a great game. They're just trying to make a serviceable game where they don't really have to listen to us because they're making more and more money. But the last earnings was bad. They're a public traded stock company, and they're trying to impress their shareholders by making more and more money. That's the whole goal of all of this. So they had a bad earnings, but if they have a second one, which they only do once every 3 months, every quarter of the year, this could be huge. Things could finally start going in the direction of us, the consumer, the people that play the game, the people that feel like they're being mistreated by 2K and they're, you know, what people say, monopoly on basketball, where they just have this control and they can do whatever they want. Well, this was it. I mean, I made a video that had over 2 million views right now, the Kobe Bryant no money spent. I showed people you can make builds without having to spend money. And first of all, we got to talk about this one, okay, because this was announced as well. Grand Theft Auto 6 has been slated for a fall 2025 release by Rockstar Games. So drop a like if you guys are going to be on GTA 6. Of course, you guys know these are from the same people. That's why I'm giving you that news as well. But anyway, from my boy Herb, great follow, by the way, posts really good news on Twitter. This is from their earnings call. Spending on 2K's virtual currency and seasons was slightly up in the last quarter, Take-Two says. Slightly up. Now, I don't know what this is compared to. I'm pretty sure it's compared to last quarter, or maybe it's compared to this exact quarter last year. Either way, up, right? Sales up, not good for us, right? It's good for the people that buy the stock of 2K, but not us. Now, the next one is, it sounds like Take-Two likes what it's seeing from 2K24. The game quote-unquote surpassed expectations as players responded to our promotions, in-game content strategy, and updates within seasons. This is from, of course, Strauss, the guy that's always saying stuff about their company because he's the CEO, in a quarterly earnings call. And also 2K24 has sold more than 9 million units with 2 million consumers playing daily, it says. 2 million people playing a day. Now, although I believe 2K, and we'll talk about this more in a minute, you know, they have to give legitimate information to the people that buy their stocks. They cannot lie. It's illegal. That's why they're a public traded company. But in my opinion, and what some people say, is they can cherry pick information, right? They can choose what sounds good to give you and kind of hide the bad, if that makes sense. They still have to give legitimate info, but kind of beat around the bush if they want. I don't know. Look, let's just read this. Take-Two expects to see more growth in 2K with units sold and consumer spending. Consumer spending is quote unquote off the charts. It's fantastic on new gen consoles. I mean, bro, off the charts, guys. This shows you right here. I made a video, 2 million views, showing people that you don't have to spend money, right? The MyTeam community is so upset. I mean, we've got people quitting, which we'll talk about in a minute. Huge creators literally just leaving because of how bad it is. And yet, from what we're seeing right here, 2K is making more and more money, which just blows my mind. It actually does blow my mind. But real quick, we got to talk about the sponsor of this video, PrizePicks. On PrizePicks, if you know ball, it's this easy to make money. Go to the NBA after you sign up. Link is in the description, of course. You can select Jokic, Anthony Edwards, points, rebounds, assists. It doesn't matter. Whether you think someone's going to have a good night or a bad night, you can play anything. So let's say Anthony Edwards tonight, 29.5 points. I think he's going to score 30 or more. I hit more, and you only have to get one more right. Jokic, 30 or more points, and that's it. In literally like less than 30 seconds, if you know ball, you know what to pick, you can win money. On top of that, there's a 100% deposit bonus. So if you put in $100, they'll give you $200 to play with. If you put in $20, they'll give you $40 to play with, and so forth. Link is in the description. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring the video. Okay, before we get back into what we were just talking about, because we have a lot still, I want to talk about what you just seen on the screen. Many times this year, I've critiqued 2K for turning MyTeam into what some people call my casino now, where all the best cards you're only able to get through gambling. Keep in mind, in the other 10 years of the mode or so, it wasn't like this. And of course, even if you do put like $1,000 in, you probably still won't get the card that you want. And we've seen that from big creators like Troy Dan, which we'll talk about him in a minute, who spent thousands of dollars to just get one card that he wanted. Now, every time I do a PrizePicks ad, and I'm only gonna talk about this once, so everyone heard it relatively early in the video. I don't live in a glass house while throwing rocks at 2K. I'm completely fine with talking about it with you guys. I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. I'll see some people and they're like, oh, you're talking about 2K's MyTeam, yet you're promoting PrizePicks. Now, someone sent me this from Reddit right here, and this guy said, 2K YouTubers, we hate the gambling and microtransactions. Also, YouTubers, today's sponsor is PrizePicks. Now, if you take that at face value without thinking at all, and in elementary school you had to eat soup while wearing a helmet, you'd be like, oh wow, he's cooking, okay? But that's not how it happens in the real world. The biggest difference is probably the fact that you have to be 18 or 21, depending on your state, and have a valid driver's license to play. You tell me how many kids you know have a valid driver's license. Now, on the E for Everyone 2K24, however, you can rip open $1,000 of packs in a day at 12 years old if you want, and by the way, probably still not get what you wanted. Now, I just recently went on a cruise. Yacht Plug is coming out right here, but you guys apparently love this so much. And on that cruise, by the way, first cruise I've ever been on, highly recommended it if you guys have never been on a cruise. It was awesome. Me and my girlfriend were in 4 different countries in 6 days. Really awesome experience if you never tried it. Don't go though in the next few months because hurricane season is starting. I don't want to be responsible for that, but go sometime next year. Okay. Anyway, what I'm trying to get to is there was a casino on there, and I've never even been to a casino. I walked in first day, won $500. I played blackjack, Texas Hold'em, and 3-card poker, right? And I won at every table. The next day, I'm like, I gotta go back, right? Like, I can't just win every single table and not at least come back and lose. Like, I gotta lose once. I gotta see if my luck is still going, right? Am I the greatest gambler of all time? And I lose at every table. The second day, I lost like $200. So I'm like, all right, I gotta see one more time. The next day I come back, I lose another $100. So in total, I was up like $200 by the time we left, but I stopped, right? So what I'm trying to get to though, by the way, is although it doesn't make perfect correlation, you know, I wouldn't have played a single game of anything if it was the odds like it is in MyTeam to get these great cards. It's on the screen, literally you can see it, less than 2% if you guys go on MyTeam. For these really good cards, less than 2%. Okay, if I walked up to the table and it said, hey, you got a 2% chance of winning this hand before it even starts, sorry, less than 2 at best, no way I'm playing. Now, apparently, they are legally allowed to only have to put, quote unquote, less than 2% on these cards, even though DBG, a big MyTeam guy, this guy's literally whole life was MyTeam for a while, he's deep into it, did the math and told me that some players had about a 0.2% chance of it being pulled. Now, I have no idea. Of course, this is 2K's got plenty of lawyers, and this is exactly what they've came up with. I don't know how this is legal, but in some sort of legality, that's what they're able to do. As long as it says less than 2%, they can do it, even though from what other people are telling me that are in the MyTeam community, that are sitting there counting packs and counting odds, it's actually much less than 2%. Anyway, you guys see, you know, maybe it's worth to note that you literally don't ever win money. Like, you have a 0% chance of that on 2K, and the server shut down in 2 years. So even if you did have amazing pack luck, you won't be able to use those players again once the time's up. And maybe it's also worth it to note that this is a video game, and for the last like 9 to 10 years of the mode, it wasn't like this. In the current state of MyTeam, there's many cards you literally cannot get unless you rip open pack after pack with a small chance of getting anything. So yeah, like I said, if you take it at face value, you'd be like, wow, Badge Plug, what a hypocrite. But these two things couldn't be any further apart, although they're in a similar genre, like Lil Pump versus Tupac. I mean, both of them are rapping, I guess, right? They're in the rap category, but not the same thing, okay? So I just wanted to tell you guys how I felt about it. Everybody's got their own morals. Everybody, you know, can promote what they want. Maybe they don't feel like they want to promote PrizePicks or whatever, but morally for me, I sleep fine at night with it. I don't have a problem with it, right? You have to be 18 or 21, have a valid driver's license, all those sorts of things. Much different than what's going on in the MyTeam community. Now, anyway, let's talk about this. So Troy Dan, we've brought him up many times recently in the past few weeks and everything that's going on. He made a shocking tweet. I mean, I had to look like 4 different times, read it multiple times to just be like, okay, that's him. He really just said this, okay? Troy Dan, one of actually the biggest, I mean, Chris Move still posts 2K, but like basically the biggest 2K creator that still consistently posts 2K out there, right? Chris Move still posts, him and Chris Move, right? He posted this on Twitter after you guys have seen me, you know, cover that he spent thousands of dollars to get one card. And he's really posted about his dissatisfaction of what 2K is doing with the MyTeam mode. He said, until something changes with these terrible practices, today will be my final NBA 2K video ever. You guys see how huge that is? I mean, I think he has like 3 million, 4 million subscribers. He posts anything that's not 2K, and honestly, I think he gets more views usually when he's not posting 2K. He doesn't need 2K, but 2K in a way, you know, obviously when he posts and he's talking, you know, showing people that he pulled this really cool card and it's got 500,000 views. If you don't think that, you know, encourages some people to go and open some packs or play the game, I don't know what to tell you. So of course, 2K's like not gonna crumble without him, but creators, you know, they do a decent part in terms of the overall picture of the game, right? We've talked about how there's literally millions of people in the 2K community that do not watch YouTubers. They don't follow people on Twitter, stuff like that. And those people are really never going to be affected by what we talk about. Like if I said, oh, I'm going on strike, guys, you guys should not buy the game, they're never even going to see that. But there still is a decent, you know, hit for content creators that in the big picture, they do help 2K. So anyway, this guy, his name is MMG. I think he has about 3 million, 4 million subscribers as well on his main channel. And he posts Madden usually, right? This guy's huge in that community. He's the biggest guy over there, at least from what I've seen. He posted on his second channel, 165,000 views in 3 days. 2K completely ruined MyTeam. I mean, if you guys haven't looked into this, and if you've been watching my videos, these news updates, it is like, it's not even an opinion anymore. Like it's almost, like you can still have an opinion, but it's just really hard to even say it's an opinion that 2K ruined the game mode or not. Like it's objectively from 99% of people in shambles. They've turned every single thing into gambling. I mean, you could go on and on. Like we've got gigantic creators quitting. We've got people coming over because he was going to make a video. That was the whole point of his video. He was going to do something that he does every year. And then he figured out he was going to have to spend hundreds of dollars or something to do that video. And he said, nah, I'm not doing it. Now, something I want to touch on real quick from before that I forgot about, but it just hit my brain, is the fact that 2K said they have 2 million active daily users. Now, I don't know exactly what their, you know, terminology, how they can word this, whatever, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, someone would just have to play for 1 minute. As long as they load up the game, it counts as an active daily user. And I'm pretty sure in MyTeam, they also have something like in park where you can spin the wheel and stuff like that. Like I count, I guess, as an active daily user sometimes because I literally, if you guys didn't see my tweet, I deleted it. But I haven't played a game of 2K. Some people think that every YouTuber, their whole life is 2K. I've played a game of 2K since like April 27th. I take big breaks and then I play for a long amount of time. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I do think that, you know, the daily spin, like take out daily spin, people that literally just get on to do that on both modes, and it's probably going to be a lot less than 2 million. Okay, but still, whatever it is, let's say it went down to 1.5 million. That surprised me a lot. 1.5 million people playing 2K every day. Now keep in mind that's Park, MyTeam, MyGM, Play Now Online. I mean, there's so many things, guys. You can't just think about, oh, I play Park and sometimes it's hard to get a game. Across every single mode, it's 2 million. Now, I haven't even made, I was doing this literally for like 2 or 3 years now, where the new season comes out, I react to the new rewards, things like that. I'll make a news video for you guys, and I haven't even done that in the last, like, I think 3 or 4 seasons. You guys can go look at 2K23. I think I did almost every season up until the end of the year, but I haven't been doing that because I'm just so tired of it. you guys know what I'm gonna say. You guys know how I feel about it. And you know, most of us agree that the rewards are trash, right? So anyway, season 7, because we might as well, they brought back the lowrider. If you guys don't remember, this lowrider right here was literally for getting legend in 2K23. This was one of the rewards that you got. So now, if you didn't think 2K hates the people that play their game a lot, then this is right here a good sign. I mean, a really, really good sign. Like a actual slap in the face. They said, hey, for the very, very small amount of people that grinded for legend last year, now people can get the reward you got, which you didn't like anyway, but still, you got by hitting like level 39. There are genuinely people who think that 2K makes the game for the competitive community, which of course I do not think I'm in. You guys know I kind of say like I'm a comp casual, you know what I'm saying? Like I could play in those areas. I've beat a lot of really good people throughout my time on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't play stage a lot. I played Pro-Am last year on Bullet Passer's team. One of my teammates here, he played with Joe Knows as well. Like I can play there. I'm not really that into it though. Like it's just doing the same thing over and over, whatever. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is people think that 2K makes the game for you know, the sweats, whatever, which is just not true at all. I mean, look at this reward that just came out. And then also, where do the most sweats play? Probably they play Pro-Am or they play stage. Go look at the stage on 2K24. I'm pretty sure it's 3 years now. Maybe it's 4. 3 or 4 years of the exact same stage. They do not make the game for these people. They don't care about them. Okay, go into Pro-Am. They took away the shoot around. It's the same mode that heavily needs revamped for years and years. 2K catering the game to a very small percentage of their audience just would not make any sense as a business. And 2K knows how to make money. They're not gonna miss out on 98%, because I would say only, you know, I hate saying comp, right? But like good players are like 2% of the community, 1% of the community. They're not making the game for those people. They're not, okay? Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. But the next one though, by the way, recycled reward is a drone. They brought the drone back as well, a drone. And I seen someone say on Twitter, he replied to one of my tweets and he was like, well, I mean, if you expect the rewards to be good at the end of the year when people have already bought the game, and the people that are only playing right now are people that, you know, already bought the game and they're going to keep playing the game, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, that's a fair point, but at the same time, every reward or most of the rewards for the entirety of the year have sucked. You know what I'm saying? And you could look at it in another way, like if 2K really wanted to get more active players and stuff, when you buy the game, you're buying the game to like feel the game. You know, it's all brand new to you. It would kind of make sense to have better rewards throughout the year. Like in this time of the year, start bringing good rewards into the game that incentivizes you to get back on, because you're not playing the game. You need something to get you on. You don't really need something to get you on in the very beginning of the year. Now, I'm not saying this is what 2K should do. I'm just thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying out loud what I think I would do. Anyway, 2K25, guys. 2K25. And I'm already going to start doing this. We started with it before, every single year. I'm going to say it many, many times like a broken record. I'm not going to do anything but give you the news on that. My excitement, if there's excitement when there's good news or whatever, is my excitement. Let me get played like a fool. Do not buy the game because of my videos. Only buy the game at your own discretion. You know what I'm saying? Like, buy the game because you say, hey, I want to buy the game for myself. Don't buy it because, I mean, if you see some other shill that's out there shilling you the game and you want to buy it because of them, sure, buy it because of the shill. I'm only giving you the news. Never been paid by 2K. And of course, you can't lie about that. You can't actually, like if I said, hey guys, I'm not sponsored by Prize Picks, that's illegal, like literally illegal. So anyway, check this out. 2K25 mocap from Ronnie 2K, as you see right here. It's happening. It is happening at the moment. Of course, we already know this, that 2K, you know, they start making the game early, like pretty early on, you know what I'm saying? And we know that because I mean, I can tell you guys things further down that I'm not really supposed to say because I don't want to get people in trouble that have told me this information. But what I'm saying is you can even see it from the outside looking in because they just stopped updating the game. They stopped changing anything in like December, January. I mean, you can tell that they're working on the next game, and it just makes sense as well because it's a yearly release game. So like, I mean, you got to make the game, and then it comes out. You got to take care of it. You got to patch it up, which 2K does their job at, which I wouldn't say they do very good normally, but you see what I'm saying? Like they got to stay for a little bit, and then they got to get on to making the next game. So I don't know. 2K25 is across the horizon though. Usually what happens for those of you that are maybe new to this cycle or have forgot is that 2K will probably start doing the whole, it's like a 60, 75 day cycle, and then boom, the game is going to come out. You know what I'm saying? So once they start it, it's just news, then the game comes out. So anyway, guys, drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and click this video right here if you want to see this one. Click it, tap it, whatever you got to do, and I'm out of here. Bro, click it. I'm leaving, so you might as well, and I'm out. Peace.